I'd like to welcome everyone to the App Builder conference call. If you're a first-time listener, my name is Paul Schneider. A lot of people are brand new and have never met me before. I reside in St. Louis, Missouri, where the Gateway Arch is and the Mississippi River. So if you wonder where I am, part of the time I'm in Denver, Colorado, because families out there, kids and so forth. So there's a lot happening right now with instant recall. So I just want to bring everyone up to speed. If you haven't been to our website for Instant Recall, the app, you can go to instantrecalls.com, and there's a complete explanation of all the different pieces to Instant Recall. The first thing is the memory map, where you can do pin drops and share with friends and memories. When you drive by a location, you can get pinged that you need something there, or you want to remember something that you like there, so you can look at the memory map and drive right back to within 30 inches of the location. Maybe you're a sightseer or whatever. That's just the first thing that Instant Recall is. Second thing, we want people to instantly remember to do enough hydration to stay healthy. 75% of adults in the USA don't get adequate hydration, and there's a full explanation on each of these where you says learn more. 40 exercise videos, chair yoga, using your body weight as a weight, a lot of different things people can do to get in really good condition, and you see a lot of that stuff advertised. And then there's the opportunity to make money, which is really nice because a lot of people need extra money. I think 40% of the people in the United States don't get to have all the meals they would like to have every day. So it's becoming a real issue, and inflation has been rampant and torn up a lot of parts of the country, and this is worldwide, by the way. It's not just here in the U.S. So there's a real opportunity to share this with people and do well financially, and these are things people need: the hydration, the memory, the collection of memories that you can share with friends and families. And maybe you're a hunter or a fisherman or a sightseer. It's a good way to get right back to within 30 inches of the location that you want to remember, or remember what it was there that you liked so much. What I'm going to do without any hesitation is get started on the things we need to cover on today's call. There's really good news. We have a lot of new referrals. We've grown by 300% in just 45 days, and that's primarily in Western Europe, Asia, the Americas, not all of the Americas, but Central America and the United States and Canada. And then there's African countries that are contributing and leading this growth. So commission payments are up 300%. Bad news is a lot of people cannot figure out how they get paid. On a daily basis, I get dozens of email messages where people say, hey, look, I made $100 on June 7th, and then on July 7th, and then on July 14th, I only got $7. Well, they're unable to process how it works. It's $1 a month per referral. That's what you get paid. Okay, so if you have 100 referrals this month, you get paid $100. If you add more onto that, like say 50 more, next month you get $150. We have made it so that it's not that simple, and that's what we're going to right now, so people can understand it. So we're going to pay everyone on the 16th of every month. Everything, a complete snapshot of all your commissions, period, delivered to you from Wise Payment Systems. In some of the African countries, we use AfriX as a payment method, which is kind of a pain. They don't have all the automated features of Wise.com, but 99.9% of our payments go out on Wise.com, and they're a great company. They're headquartered in Great Britain and London, and they have a bank office here in the United States, in New York City, and in other capitals in other parts of the world. So they transfer the money efficiently. The only thing I want to bring up, if you forget everything I said on today's call, remember, if you see a message from Wise.com, we are sending you money, so please accept it. I get calls on a regular basis, and Ken in the Philippines will tell you this. He'll say, oh, I didn't see the message, and they sent the money back. After 7 days, if you don't accept the money, they cannot hold it. They have to send it back to us. So the money comes back, and then they say, gosh, I didn't pay attention to my messages. Well, when we send you money and you get a message, please accept it, okay? Because we can't force you to accept it, Okay, that's not legal. So you say, because that could be money laundering or something bad. So you accept it, okay, comes on your end. What we're going to do to avoid this problem more frequently than we are right now is basically give you a notification the day before we send the the money to you, and then right after, because you got several days you can collect it. But we don't want you to ignore it, because then what happens, it comes back to us, then we have to send it back to you, and then they hit us with another fee for sending it back to you. So it just becomes a bad cycle. I'm going to say 99% of the people pick up their money immediately without any problem. But we've had weeks where 60 people don't pick it up. And then those 60 people are calling or emailing and saying, I never got my money. Well, you got to pay attention. And so we're just going to make it more obvious. And that's all it's all about. So the recurring nature of our payment plan, I think, kind of confuses people. So people are paid $1. Let's just stick with level 1. We have a 4-level payment plan, but stick with level 1 just to make it easy to explain. If you have 1,000 people on your first level, you're getting $1,000 a month. Okay? And what was happening is people would get a big payment first week in the month, and then they would hardly get any money the next 3 weeks, and they go, what's wrong? Well, nothing's wrong. You didn't have any more growth. And so they couldn't monitor that growth. It's just very difficult to do, even with the website showing a place to monitor your growth, and with the app, you can see all the people in green that are activated, so it's there for you, but people were still confused. And I can understand, because I tried going through it myself numerous times, and just to kind of decipher, okay, how much am I getting today? That is not what we want. That's negative. So we want it all to be positive, especially when you're receiving money and you expect and deserve 100% of that money. So what we're doing is making sure you know exactly what you're getting paid every time you get paid. Okay, and then the next month, obviously, you can add on. If you, for instance, and I gave an example here, it's in writing. So if you're paid $1,000 in August and you add 200 more affiliates, the next paycheck in September is going to be that same $1,000 plus 200, so it's going to be $1,200 next month, and that can keep growing over time as you add more people. All of the crypto payments are still paid weekly, okay? And they're paid weekly because we're trying to build value there. Cryptocurrencies, if you know anything about them, and we use the Polygon network, which has 200 million people worldwide using it. It's a very solid system, but a cryptocurrency doesn't really get or gain a lot of value until there's a lot of people that have wallets and are holding the coins, okay? About 5% of our entire group of affiliates have installed their wallet in the back office, okay? And when you go in the app, you go to settings and you go to add wallet. If you don't install a wallet, what happens is when we try to push the coins out every Wednesday, they just bounce back to us until you have a wallet there. So please put in a wallet. They're all free. We recommend MetaMask. All of them work. Coinbase, all the big ones. There's a bunch of them. Trust Wallet. There's great companies out there. There's probably 50 great wallets out there, and maybe more than that I don't know the names of all of them, but we work with all of them because our Polygon cryptocurrency is on the Ethereum network, and the two biggies in the crypto world are Bitcoin and Ethereum. So Ethereum allows you to have these side chains like we have and create our own coin on their backbone, okay, which is part of Polygon, which is a great company. All the guys in Shark Tank are all invested in Polygon, by the way. The people you see on TV, the guy who owns the Dallas Mavericks and the Kevin O'Leary and all those people, they all put tons of money in Polygon, and that's why we chose it. We did some research and found out they really do have great technology. So get your wallet in there, okay, and make sure it says IRC. There are instructions for Instant Recall Coin, IRC, that's what it stands for. Make sure you follow the instructions so that you have IRC listed in your wallet. We need the coins out there in the marketplace because they start picking up value. And a lot of people, 95% of our affiliates that have qualified for coins haven't even received them yet because they don't put their wallet in that section of the settings in the lower right-hand corner on the map page. I'm going to show that to you in a minute. Just add your wallet, okay, and follow the instructions and how to use. If you do that, the coins will just drop into your wallet when we send them. And if you don't have a wallet there, they just bounce back, okay? You're still going to get them whenever you get around to putting in your wallet. Let's go down here. Let me see what I can do to. Okay. So some people ignore these messages from WISE. Please do not. We're going to improve that by messages before and after and during the push, so you'll see it and you'll accept your money, because it's a big headache to have to turn around and send it, because then it's not automated at all. So what happens with wise.com, when you're owed a commission, we upload a great big spreadsheet. It's real easy. We hit a few buttons, they remove the money from our account and push it through to you guys. But when it bounces back, guess what? Every one of them is manual. It's no fun. And when there's 60 messages of people, and then they start sending little notifications like, I never got my money, well, make sure you follow instructions and take your money. Also, with wise.com, use the same email address you have an instant recall over at Wise, because if they don't match up, guess what? The money gets sent back to us. It doesn't know who you are. Okay, so if your email address is 123@gmail.com, make sure it's the same in both of them. And you can see that in your profile. I'm going to cover that in just a second, but I'm going to go through some of these pages. Instead of making a video about this, this is a video, but I wanted to have stuff in print so you could read it. Here's the map page. Pretty straightforward. There's dots on the map. That red dot there is my home in St. Louis County. Up here, this is really important. Upper right-hand corner, you see 6790. Those are points. It might say 0 on yours because you might be brand new, or maybe you've never referred anyone. So at 6790, if you click on that, it's going to bring you to a page that looks like this. This is a real page. This is a test page. It's my page. And the importance of this is you can see all your people that are in your referral network. So if there's a plus sign next to someone's name, you can click on it and just keep going down and down and down. We also have this in the website, and I'm going to show you that in just a second, this same thing, so you can see it on a full desktop or laptop computer or any device that connects to the internet. So you're going to see this, and down in the lower left-hand side, you're going to see your referral code. That's my referral code. I use it, obviously, for testing. And then this is really important. On the lower right-hand side is a white button that says Invite Now. When you click on that, you can invite new people, and there's a pre-packaged message that goes to them, and that message has your referral code embedded in it. So when they register, they are giving you credit for referring them. In some cases, on some Android devices, that referral code may not appear all the time because a lot of Android phones are constantly being updated with new updates. There's 17,000 versions of the Android operating system. Fortunately, over on Apple, there's only a couple dozen versions, so we seldom have the problem with iPhones. But with Android, it happens all the time. So make sure who's ever registering puts in your referral code. If they forget to put in your referral code, there's a button they're going to see appear that says Add Referrer's Code. Sometimes people ignore that. That's a problem. Tell them that don't ignore it, okay? Just because we have to connect you. We don't want that person to be an orphan out there without anyone that referred them as their sponsor. So remember how I talked about when you click on this, let's go back here. Okay, so on the bottom right-hand side on the map page, it says Settings in the lower right, the word Settings. It looks like a gear. So you click on Settings, and it's going to bring you to this page, okay, the Settings page. You can add your crypto wallet. You can change and upgrade your profile. You can cancel your subscription. You can share with friends. Sharing with friends is really important. When you share with friends, it does the exact same thing that this Invite Now button does. It goes to the same place. Same pop-up comes up. It exposes all of your lists of people. Also on this settings page, you see the water intake, you see the exercises, how to use probably the most important button here, I'm sure it is the how to use button. Okay, how to use. And there's terms of use and privacy and about us. It's required by Apple and Google. A lot of people say, why do you have a separate website that has the email addresses and the phone numbers of all the people in my group? It's because Apple and Android both operate under European Union rules, and we're not allowed to publish it in the app, but we are allowed to publish it on the web. So that instantrecalls.com website is really important to get familiar with. There it is right there. You can log in up here at the top, and then guess what? You get to see all this stuff when you log in. Okay, so let me just see. I have one pre-programmed in here. This is from a guy in the UK that sent me a sample, but you can see the email addresses and the phone numbers of everyone. And that's important because you might want to just reach out to them and say, hey, get activated. As soon as they're active, they turn green. If they're gray, they haven't done anything. All they've done is download the app. If they're orange, they might have canceled, okay? It's for any reason, or maybe they don't have a payment method or something. I don't know. It could be lots of reasons, but they can get reactivated at any time. So if you go back to home, down here in the lower left-hand side, you're going to see the map page. Obviously, you can add reminders, and you can add instant recalls, and do neat stuff from here. Okay, so remember, add your crypto wallet. Only about 5% of our people that are owed crypto coins have entered their wallet. It's free, okay, from MetaMask and Coinbase and all these companies that have wallets. Just follow the instructions in the how to use section, because you have to download the Ethereum style wallet, okay, which all the companies have now. You pick Polygon as the network, and then you import custom tokens. This is all stated in here. Then you're good to go. It'll say IRC, and it should say it right on your wallet, IRC. And when we send the coins on Wednesday, they drop in. You can see them. It begins creating that ecosystem. A lot of people say, well, how come they don't have much, why don't they have much value now? It's just like Bitcoin. You could take 1,000 Bitcoin and you couldn't even buy a pizza when it first came out. There was a guy in Vegas who literally delivered a pizza and got 1,000 Bitcoins, and you can imagine what those are worth now. But you have to have people using the currency. Okay, without the use of the currency and without it being in the wallets, out in the marketplace, it remains just a fraction of a penny, which is what it's at now, by the way. But now it's starting to grow. Okay, so when you hit share with friends, or you hit invite now, a little screen like this pops up at the bottom here. Okay, and you're going to see all your lists. You're going to see your Facebook, your Skype, your email, whatever you've got in your phone. You're going to see your whole phone book. And just by clicking on anyone's name or just begin typing, you're going to see people appear. These are live right now. Charles down in Texas this morning it shows you the last people you spoke with. So Charles down in Texas was speaking with me today, Athens, Texas, I believe. And this gentleman is over in Ghana. He calls me all the time on WhatsApp. So this is a WhatsApp connection. You see that little green tag there? Larry Lalamandir, you near and dear to my heart. You guys all talked to Larry. I just spoke to him minutes ago. So what else down here? Just remember, the invite now and the share with friends goes to the same place. It's going to pop up with an automated marketing system with an automatic message, and it's going to text your friends, and all they have to do is click on it. The system automatically determines whether they have an iPhone or an Android phone, so it picks the right application for them to download and install, and it also pre-populates the field that they're registering with your referral code, so you get credit. And if for any reason that referral code doesn't get in there, they're going to see messages. Please enter your referrer's code. That happens about 0.5% of the time, but it is a pain because people don't know what happened. They say, I don't see the person I referred. One last thing I'd like to bring up that's really important. When you register with Google, that's fine. I registered myself using the Google icon, the red icon. When you go through that registration, the next time you log in, always remember you have to use the same thing you registered with, because I get this message all the time. I can't get in. I can't recover my password. What happens is Google and Facebook and Apple store they encrypt your information and they store it on their server, so we don't have access. No one does, only you, because you have an account with them. Okay, so it's for your protection. You wouldn't want someone to hack into your account, change the credentials, let's say for your Wise payment systems, and have the money coming to them. Okay, and so it is an important feature, and I use it myself, but I've also forgotten it myself. I go to log in and I put in the email address and I put in my password, and it says cannot be found. I think, doggone it, I did it. It's my fault. So that's just one of those things. It's for your protection, and also the fact that we don't publish phone numbers and we don't publish email addresses in the app. Once again, is for your protection. And the European Union, there's a worldwide consortium on app developers and what they have to comply with, and this is all part of that. So it's doing the right thing. Sometimes it's aggravating to follow all the rules. But we're really excited about what's going on. So you're going to see a payment for 100% of your money on the 16th of every month, and you're not going to have to wonder what happened, because people will be watching this and know what I'm talking about. They'll say, well, I got a $87 check the first week of the month, and I only got $7 the second week. Well, you had 87 people and you added 7 more, so you just got 7. And they want to see the whole thing. I get it. And that's what we're going to do. And it's got to be easy for them to calculate. They can just look either on the website or in their app and say, okay, I'm due $5,000. I don't care what the amount is. They need to know what it is, and they need to know exactly when it's coming, and then they're happy, instead of thinking that something bad happened and their money's gone and they're not going to be paid their money by the company, which is not the case. We make every attempt to deliver it because we know people are excited and they'll share it with more people. People love the hydration, they love the exercises, they love the mapping system. And we're looking at other things, by the way. It's no secret. We have a thing on that page that indicates we've got some super duper stuff we're working on. So I hope this was beneficial, and obviously within the app itself you can hit the contact us button. I look at a lot of those. We have a team of engineers that look at a lot of those. So I see a lot of these messages myself and I respond to them, and if you're watching this, you know that's true. And it's a good thing to do that because I can kind of get a feel for what people are worried about. The one thing they've been worried about, they're not worried about making money. They're wondering how much they're going to make next go around, and we got to take that away because that is bad news. We want it to be good news. If you're building a business. One last item before I close today is that, referring one person a day takes literally a couple of minutes if you're using that automated referral system I covered. And I think it's important to get in the habit of doing that. I mean, it's 2 minutes, okay? By doing that, you can really build a huge business. We say in the messages that go out, I think in 52 days, you can build a $40,000 a month income. We all know a lot of people will do nothing, okay? That's just a fact. But we have people that have joined the business that have literally personally enrolled over 500 new affiliates personally. Okay, some of these people are influencers and they have a big presence on Facebook or wherever. That's great. Not everyone does, but everyone can do one a day. And if you want to get to that money, that $40,000 a month recurring, the best way to do it is to teach people and log into your app or log onto the website using your credentials. There's a place you can tap on Google there as well, password, user ID on the website. Log in and look at the people, and you can see who's actually doing it and adding on. It's really important because it adds up and it's permanent income. It keeps coming in. People are, continue to participate. They're more likely to stay with it and be consistent if they're making money. Okay, people drop out if they're not making any money, and it's really because they don't know what to do or how to do it. And we want to make that easier, so we do a lot of messaging every day, push notifications. They have to be short. I can't remember how many words they are, but they're short, trust me, because I do them. And they're to make them that short is kind of painful because I'd like to say a lot more just to help out people. So thanks for joining us today. We look forward to working with you. We're really excited about what's going on, and have a great week. This is a good time to be here. Bye-bye.